I want to do a lesson on the pinch harmonic technique. I know I used to get this question a lot back in the 80s. And if you're not playing metal or hard rock, you don't have to get it so much anymore. But pinch harmonics, you need an electric guitar. You need either the gain wide open on if it's built onto the amp, or you need a distortion pedal, right? But the pinch harmonic itself doesn't come from either one of those. It actually comes from the pick right here and the pick hand. It doesn't even come from over here. It comes from the pick. So I play these little teardrop picks because when I started lessons a long time ago, I had a jazz guide. If you're playing a lot of fast notes, these little picks are the way to go. I think this is a 1.26, and I got 1.5s too, but the little teardrop shapes. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold the pick. You don't want to hold it way out. You want to hold it really close where you almost, there's just barely a pick edge. And what you're going to do is you're going to pick the string really hard, and you don't really want to roll your thumb, but as you go through it, you want to let the side flesh of the back side of your thumb just catch the string. Most of the sweet spots are going to be a little different on the electric guitars. Mine just happens to be kind of right in front of the single coil pickup, but on a different guitar, I've got two other guitars, and it's different on those spots. So if you don't know the guitar, you're going to have to kind of go left and right to find it. You can get different pitches from there too, but the goal is to make it squeal where it's kind of like a natural harmonic. Right there. So instead of the right, and if I move left and right, but I barely got the pick out. I've just got enough to where I hit it really hard, and don't roll your thumb. Just pick it straight through so it hits just the side flesh of the back of your thumb. It's not something that I did in like 5 minutes or a week or two. It was more like about 4 or 5 months of just over and over trying it. And it can be frustrating, but they're really worth it if you have like the. Ozzy's got Zach Wild. That was his main thing, right? So try that and just see if you can, like I say, it's a thick pick. Don't use the thin pick. Don't use the giant pick. Just kind of at the edge of your thumb. Pick around. With the humbuckers, it's usually kind of right in the middle. You'll have to go back and forth to find the spot, but it's an aggravating technique if you've never done it, and you have to get to a place where you're comfortable enough to be able to just pull them out all the time. Of course, if you have tube amps and high gains, it's a lot easier, and you have really good pickups, but still, all that, you can do it on a $100 guitar with a $50 amp if you got like one of those line 6s or something. Easy to do. All right, so work on that. And like I say, as always, if you're looking for lessons, I'm in Bowling Springs, North Carolina, below Gardner Webb College, directly behind the El Acapulco, a Mexican restaurant in town. At the moment, I'm here on Wednesday and Thursday afternoons, but by the time you send me a message, that could be different days or different times. It varies throughout the year. But if you're interested in live lessons, just send me a message, here, and we'll get going, all right? Have a blessed day. Hope that helps. Cut the volume down.